Welcome students. Today we are going to see the remaining part of the chapter 2. Okay. In today's session, what the chapter 2 continuation will see about the PHP data types. So last class we saw about the variables and the constants, right? So what are the variables and what are all the constants? Up to this pep activity we stopped. Yes. So Rohan's birthday party, if 5 friends are there, this is the share, and if 10 more people arrived, okay, so 10 friends are there, the thing is shared like this. Yes. So what is meant by this? The items on party menu did not change. The menu did not change, but the share, the portions of serving, the serving content changed, right? The menu is same, but instead of one sandwich, half sandwich. Instead of one juice, half. And instead of one piece of 5, instead of cutting cake into 5, we cut it into 10 pieces of cake, right? So the items did not change, but in the increase in the number of guests, the portions of the serving varied. Okay. So data that is provided to the computer for processing can be constant, like items which is served in the party, or variables, that is the servings. Okay. So the data, we are providing the data, right? The data we are providing to the computer, either it can be constant like the items in the party menu, or it can be a variables like the servings, amount of serving. Okay. So this is the constant and variable. So what is meant by the constant? Fixed values that do not change during the execution of the program is called as the constant. So what is meant by the constant? Fixed values that do not change during the execution of the program. There are two types of constants. One is the numeric constant. Integers and real numbers come into this numeric constant. And the next one is the character constant, that is characters like A, B, alphabets, or words forms the character constant. Okay, single character with single quote, and a word forms in the double quote. So single character will be typing in the single quotation mark like this, or a string constant, that is a collection of words, collection of alphabets will be having the double quotes. Okay. So this is called as character constant. So character constants are divided into two types, numeric constant and character constant. Numeric constant forms integers, whole numbers. There is no need for any quotation for the integers. And character constant, we are having a single quotes for single alphabet and double quotes for the collection of alphabets. Okay. The next one is about the backslash character constant. Special characters used while displaying the output, also known as escape sequences. So new line, tab, single quote, double quote, all comes under the backslash character constant. Got it? Other than the numeric constant and character constant, we are having backslash character constant, where the special characters are used. What are the special character? New line, tab, everything comes under the special character. See here, this is backslash n for new line, backslash t for tab, horizontal tab, backslash v for vertical tab, and backslash 0 for null. Okay, these are all the constants we will be using in our program. These are all called as backslash character constant. These 4 characters, one is for new line, and the next one is a horizontal tab, next one is for vertical tab, and this is for null character. Got it? This will be used in our programs. For new line, slash n will be used, tab, everything will be used for our program. Got it? We'll go to the next one, variable. So variables is data varies according to the user input. A variable is a storage area used to store the values, that is the number or the character. Whenever program runs, the variables are replaced with the values. Example, a plus b. A is the variable, and B is a variable. When the processing of the program is done, we'll be having different set of values for A and B in the program. Like A, value of A, user will be giving, and value of B also user will be giving. Okay, so it is a way A and B is a variable, and the value assigned to this variable will vary when the processing is done. It will vary according to the user input. Got it? The next one is variable name. How to assign the variable name? Yes, variable name has three properties. First one, it can contain letters, numbers or underscore or a combination of these. So a variable name can have letter, number or underscore or a combination of these three. Like your password for your mail ID, you'll be having 8 characters. So it should start. Likewise, we are having certain conditions for a variable name. The first one, it can contain letters, numbers or underscore or a combination of these. It must always begin with a letter or underscore, not with the numbers. Please be careful while naming the variable. It must always start with the letter, that is alphabet or the underscore symbol, not with the number. You should not start with the number. The next one, cannot contain any special characters. So the special characters are not allowed in the naming of the variable, like percentage or exclamatory marks. Hash symbol is not allowed for any variable name. Okay. The next one is about variable variable name. Other things, C is case sensitive. Please be clear. Sum and sum. See, S is in capital here. This capital sum and this all lowercase sum will be treated as different variables. So, if you are using all lowercase, wherever we are using that variable, everything should be in the lowercase. If any one missing, there will be an error. Got it? So, C is case sensitive. The next activity, it is 2.4. Would you like to have a variable or a constant? Why? So, what you think? You like variable or constant? Why? It's your own opinion. You want to write it whether you like a variable or a constant and the reason why. Would you like to be a variable or a constant? It's your own answer and why. The reason why you like to be variable or why you like to be constant, you want to write it. The next one, Think and Dink 2.5. Identify the following as valid or invalid variable names. Okay, so this is the variable. You want to write whether this variable name is valid or invalid. See, consider the things which I said you clear in the previous slides, like how to name the variable and the conditions, and say whether these in these which is the valid variable and which is the invalid variable. Okay, we'll check the answers after completing the theory part of the chapter 2. Got it? Yes? Okay. The next one. Data types and their purpose. The data given as input by a user could be a number, a decimal number or a name. Yes? So, the value for the variable can be a number, a decimal number or a name. These different kinds of data should be capable of processing the input. C has 4 basic types of container. That is, C has 4 basic data types to process the data. Yes? See, the data given as an input by a user could be a number, decimal or a name. These different kinds of data should be capable of processing the input. C has 4 basic types of container to process the data. Right? There are many data types available. See here. These are all the data types. Character, a single character like A. The range. See. This is the range. The range. Character, a single character, integer, a whole number, float and double. These are all the data types. Character, integer, float, that is a decimal point, and the double is when used when float is not sufficient to hold the number. Okay? Yes, these are all the range. If the range is not visible, check it in your book. Okay? So, this is the data types available in our C program. So declaring variables. How will be declaring your variables in your C program? Variables are usually declared right at the beginning. So beginning of the program, after main, you will be declaring the variable so that the compiler knows what type it is. So a variable declaration, it tells the compiler the variable name and it specifies the type of data. So it tells the compiler the variable name and the type of the data it holds. Okay. Example, the syntax is data type variable name. See here. This is the example, integer roll number. So here it will say to the compiler that roll number is the variable and it holds the data of the type integer. Okay. So this roll number is the variable and this integer is the data type. So see here the syntax, data type variable name. So it tells the compiler the variable name and it specifies the type of data the variable holds. The syntax is data type variable name. So this is your example. So in this activity, what is the data type? It is integer. And will this data type store a word? Yes. Check with the answer. We'll see with the answer in the next class. Okay. So what is the data type? Integer. Will the data type store a word? Answer this question. Write it in your pencil. Okay. The next one. Reading input using scanf function. So C allows user to input data to the program through the scanf program. So from the user we can get the input using the function called as scanf. This scanf is being defined in your header file called as stdio, standard input and output. So the scanf function is called from the header file stdio. So scanf, your declaration is scanf format specifier, that is which format, and it is in the double quotation, comma and variable name. So for every input you want to use this and symbol and the variable name. Okay. The scanf function has two arguments or parameters. Yes. Okay. Reading input using scanf function. The first argument is %d. It is called as the format specifier and it is used to identify the type of the data. That is either it is integer or float or character. So the second argument is the variable name. The variable name is always preceded by the and symbol in the scanf. Please make it a point in scanf. The variable name should be preceded by the and symbol. Okay. So %d is for integer. When the compiler reads the program and reaches the line with scanf, it pauses and waits for the user to enter. So when the compiler comes to the scanf, it will wait. Okay. It will wait. And until the user enters the input through the keyboard. Okay. Followed by the enter. When you are pressing the enter key, it signifies that user completed the input. Okay. So when the scanf is read by the compiler, it will stop until the user gives the input. Okay. Got it? Yes. Okay. The next one is the example program. See, hash include stdio.h main. Here the declaration of your data and the value variables, integer age, character letter, float money, printf for printing, scanf. See, for integer age %d, for character %d, for float %f. Got it? Yes. So this is called as format specifiers. What it is called as format specifier. See, the %d is for the data type int, %f for the data type float, %c for character and s for string. These are the format specifier for used for these data type. So for integer you cannot use any of these. For float only f can be used, for c character c, and for string yes. Got it? Yes. A series of characters form the string and the format specifier used to store a string value is %s. A string is declared within an array of character.